All right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Tonight, it is back in Champions League action for Chelsea as they travel away to Ajax in the round of... No, not the round 16, the quarter-final stage. We, of course, don't have a round 16 stage. We do have a quarter-finals, though. Tonight, the first leg of Ajax versus Chelsea, away for Chelsea in Amsterdam at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Should be a really good one tonight. It's good to have Champions League action back. It's great to see England having a participant in the latter stages once again. I'm very excited for this evening as a Chelsea fan. I hope you guys are as well. We've got 15 minutes until kickoff. As always, make sure to get involved in the live chat this evening. Keep it flooded with messages. As you'll be able to see, no co-host alongside me this evening, so keep the live chat active. Keep me company this evening. But yeah, as Harry says in chat, looking forward to this one. Looking forward to it. Unfortunately, can't join us though. But so far, 4 votes in the polling chat, 100% Chelsea. I think the chat will be quite Chelsea dominant today. I'm not surprised to see that already. I think that will be maintained. So if you are a fan of another club, apologies for that. We are going to be, well, I'll be cheering for Chelsea if they score. So don't get annoyed at it. But yeah, I'm very excited this evening. I think we've got a very good chance of going all the way in the Champions League this season. I think that we are probably the second best team in Europe. I would say only Barcelona are probably stronger. I think Chelsea, though, other than Barca, are one of the stronger teams. So yeah, I think we've got a really good chance of winning this year, especially given the fact it is Emma Hayes' last year. There's going to be that heightened sense of desperation and of desire to win the title this year. So I think that can obviously have a huge impact. But let's look at the lineups for this evening then. Now, I must state before kickoff, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Ajax squad. I watched a little bit of their group stage games, and obviously they were the huge revelation of the group stages in many sense because they not got out of a group that was really labelled the group of death with Bayern, PSG and Roma in there. And the fact that they qualified ahead of Bayern, ahead of Roma, who are huge clubs in the women's game. I mean, that's a fantastic achievement for this young Ajax side. But let's have a look at the team then. In between the sticks, it is Regina van Eyck. In the back four, Kajsa, Cardinal, De Sanders and De Clonia. In midfield three, Noordam, Van Gool and Johannes. And in the front three, Grant, Leuchter and Hoekstra. And now, as I say, I don't know huge amounts about this side. I do know Romy Leuchter because she has been a real revelation in the Champions League so far this season. She's a player that's really been catching the attention of some of the big clubs. So I am familiar with Romy Leuchter. As the rest of the side, I'm not too familiar, but as always, we'll get to know them throughout today's stream, and hopefully by the end I can get some of their names right. But yeah, and of course, if I'm mispronouncing anything, please do let me know. As for the Chelsea team then, now this is a team I'm a lot more familiar with. In between the six, it's Hannah Hampton. On merit, she's back in the side tonight. She's been brilliant since she got a shot just before Christmas and understandably starts again this evening. In the back four, Perisset, Carter, Buchanan and Niamh Charles. I'd say that's probably our strongest defence right now with Millie Bright out injured. I'm not sure why Natalie Bjorn doesn't play. I don't know if she's still not able to play in the Champions League. I don't really know why she wouldn't be able to, but she's not in the squad tonight, so that is frustrating. I do think she might have picked up an injury, to be fair, recently, which could explain that. In midfield three, it is Erin Cuthbert, Melanie Leopolds and Shoka Nusken. I think we may be playing a midfield three then, similarly to how we did against Arsenal, or having Nuskin playing a little higher up the field in that attacking midfield role. We know she can play there. That's the role she sort of played against Arsenal, where she started in midfield, pushed forwards and got 2 goals, albeit deflected goals. But they all count the same. On the left wing, it is Gura. Right on the right flank, it is Joanna Wright-Canaride. And through the middle, Lauren James. Not too many surprises in there. With Ramirez out injured at the moment, I think it makes sense that James starts through the middle. I wouldn't expect to see a Fran Kirby this evening or an Aggie Beaver-Jones. So I think this is probably our strongest team. And it is fairly similar to what we saw playing against Arsenal on Friday night. And I think that makes a lot of sense. You know, we played a strong side against that Arsenal side. We have to play a strong side again today because of the importance of today's match. If we can win today and win comfortably, we put ourselves in a really strong position to qualify. That's exactly what we want. We want to be able to go to that second leg next week at home at Stamford Bridge and rest the side a little bit. That would be an ideal situation for Chelsea. Whether or not that comes to fruition remains to be seen. But the ideal for Chelsea is that tonight isn't too difficult and that they can go into next week with a lot of confidence and rotate their side a little bit. Elizabeth hopping in. Alex Sinclair, good to see you. Saying hi, all should be a good game tonight. Michael, welcome to the stream as well with 2 blue emojis. That's what we love to see. A lot of support for the Blues tonight. And well, I'll be cheering them on, of course, as well. I'm confident this evening. I do think we are a very strong side, and while I view Ajax as a worthy opponent based on their pedigree in the UWCL this season, I don't think they are quite at the level of Chelsea. And so I think Chelsea should win this evening. Now, of course, this isn't the only UWCL game of the evening. Later this evening, there is Benfica-Lyon as well. That should be a good game. I do think Lyon, again, will just about edge that, despite the fact they are away from home. Benfica are a good side. They've got some decent players. Jessica Silva, for example. Is it Francesca Nazareth, I think, plays for them as well. So not a bad Benfica side, but I think Lyon will probably have the edge there. Tomorrow, though, the big ones, of course, Barcelona's tie. Now, we'd expect them to beat Bram quite comfortably, but imagine if Bram did pull off an upset. Could be huge for Chelsea if Chelsea get through this evening. But yeah, we'll get into predictions in a couple minutes' time then. As I say, keep the messages coming into chat because it is just me in the studio this evening, so can get a little bit lonely in here, but that's all right. I'm very excited regardless for tonight's game. I think for Chelsea, as I say, it's about having a professional job. It's about getting that win over the line and making sure it's a comfortable victory to put us in the best stead for the second leg. In terms of how we go about that, it's got to be defensively solid tonight. We know Ajax are a very athletic side. We know they're very good on transition. So we've got to be wary of that because I love Jess Carter and I love Khadija Buchanan, but their ability to turn around and run back at goal when Rumi Leuchter is running in behind does worry me this evening. I think that it's not harsh to suggest that Leuchter's going to have a pace advantage there. So that is something we have to be wary of tonight. That's something we have to be prepared to deal with. And it's going to be about communication. It's going to be about holding that high line, but also being able to get back in if we do get caught out. So I think this Chelsea side are set up well to play well this evening. But it's going to be difficult. An away tie to a stadium as prestigious as the Johan Cruyff Arena, playing an Ajax side who are young and confident and back themselves. It's a difficult evening, a really difficult evening. So yeah, while I will, of course, always back Chelsea to get these results and always back them to perform, I do think it's going to be a really tough game this evening against an Ajax side who will be desperate to prove themselves on the world stage. In the polling chat, though, it is looking a little bit more balanced out now. 80% of you guys thinking that Chelsea are going to win. 13% have gone the way of Ajax and 7% voting for a draw. If you haven't already, make sure to have your say in the polling chat. We've got 6 minutes until kickoff, so I think it's time to get into some predictions. I think it's quite a difficult game to predict in many senses because while I am confident we're going to win, actually putting a number on it's quite difficult this evening. I think it'll be a good win. I don't think it'll be a comfortable win for Chelsea, though, and there's a clear distinction there. I think while we will be the better side and play some really good football, I don't think we're going to be at the point where we can start heavily rotating in the second leg. I think I'm going to go 2-0 tonight for Chelsea. 3-0 is an opportunity. If we go 3-0, 4-0, that would be ideal because it puts ourselves in a really good position to be able to rest up in the second leg. I just don't see it happening. So I'll say 2-0 Chelsea this evening. I think the goals are going to come from Lauren James. I think that's quite a nailed-on one for me, quite an obvious one, but got to back the obvious ones. And while I'm tempted to say Sjokke Nusken for the meme factor and the fact she always seems to score, I will say Guro Reiten because I think she needs the goal a lot. I think if you had to say a Chelsea player that's underperformed this season, for me it would have to be Reiten. And I love Guro Reiten, I'm one of her biggest fans, I would say, but she's not had a great season. And I don't think that's being too harsh. I know she's come back from that ankle injury, and that explains why she's probably struggled to get back up to speed. But she's not been good enough this season, Guro. Tonight is a huge opportunity to prove that she's still one of the top players in WSL in the world. So yeah, a common bird, welcome to the stream. I feel a Champions League win for Chelsea has been a long time coming. Would be magic to win on Emma's last season. It would be poetic, wouldn't it? I just hope that we don't have to throw away every other trophy in order to claim it. I still, as much as I would love to win the Champions League, and if you handed me the option of the Champions League or the WSL, I probably would take the Champions League. I want to compete on all fronts this season. I don't see why we can't win all 4 trophies, why we can't do the quadruple. We're a very good side. Who knows? Let's see what happens. But yeah, Carmen going 3-0 Chelsea. Harry saying that's a very strong prediction. Harry, what's your prediction? Get it in the live chat. But yeah, I do think 3-0 is a strong prediction. But let's see. Let's see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if Ajax did get a goal this evening. I think they're a very good attacking side, so wouldn't be surprised. I'd be disappointed as a Chelsea fan. I think we are more than capable of keeping a clean sheet this evening, and that would benefit us hugely going into the second leg. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did concede tonight. I think this Ajax side are a very strong team. And, some of the names I mentioned earlier, Remy Leukter being that main one through the middle this evening, I think that's going to be really difficult for Chelsea to deal with. I was a bit confused for a moment there what kit we were wearing because the mascots are wearing yellow shorts. But no, we are in the normal Chelsea blue. Brilliant to see. And yeah, the quarterfinal stage is a stage we've been at quite a few times over the last few years. Obviously, last year we beat... did we beat Lyon in the quarters last year? I know obviously we played Barca in the semis because I went and it was a very good game. We probably should have won that match. Ended up losing 1-0. Ultimately, that cost us really in the long run. But I think we could have got to last year's final. And then who knows what happens in that final. But yeah, it's never happened for Chelsea. They got to a Champions League final in 2000 and... was it 2020 or 2021? We got to the final. Either way, we lost heavily to Barcelona on that day. Today, or this season, is a chance for retribution. It starts here tonight against Ajax, though tonight has to be a victory for Chelsea. There's no other way about it, but it's a good Ajax side. It's a really good Ajax side, so it's going to be difficult. They're going to be up for it, and they're going to be confident this evening. Chelsea have to raise that level to meet the standard required to win the Champions League. And that is a standard I don't think they've set so far this season. So that is going to take a little bit to raise it. Harry says 2-1 Chelsea. I think we'll find it tough this evening. Yeah, I think that's a fair prediction. Yeah, Chelsea are a very good side, but we have to give kudos to Ajax. They've been very good this campaign. They've proven a lot of teams wrong a lot of people wrong by even being here this evening. But they'll be keen to keep that going, to keep this good run going and see themselves progress. So, yeah, they're not going to go down without a fight this evening. It's going to take a lot for Chelsea to beat them, but I do think that is possible. I think Chelsea are a very, very good side. So, it's not impossible that we come away with a strong victory this evening. So, yeah, if you haven't got your prediction in the live chat yet, make sure to do so because we are about to get underway here at the Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam. Welcome, by the way, to Eden. Welcome, everyone that's just hopping in. If you want to say hi, feel free to do so. Get involved in the live chat this evening. But, yeah. Alex says, yeah, I'd love for Chelsea to win the Champions League this season. Yeah, it'd be lovely to do it in Emma Hayes' final season. I mean, obviously, we've not won the Champions League yet anyway, so it'd be good to win it for that sake, but also for Emma's sake. Before she heads off to the US, it would be good to see her win one. So, yeah, could be a chance to start something really, really nice this evening. Chelsea fans says, Ajax are a good team. You're not wrong there, Chelsea fan. Welcome to the stream, by the way, mate. Yeah, you're spot on. Ajax are a good side. We saw that in the group stage as they were able to knock out some real behemoths of the women's game. That Bayern side, certainly no slouches and, knocking up a team that features players like Georgia Stanway, like Magdalena Eriksson, like Penny Lahada. It's a very good Bayern side. So I think we could take a lot of pride in the fact that, I think Ajax can take a lot of pride in the fact they managed to get through. And of course Roma as well, with brilliant players like Valentina Giacinti. It's a very good Roma team. So I think, and Giuliani as well, a lot of the Italian national team actually. But yeah, I think tonight Chelsea should be the better side. Whether or not that translates to a victory remains to be seen. But I ought to get some stuff set up, ready to go this evening. But yeah, very excited for this evening. Hopefully we can come away with a victory. It's certainly not going to be a walk in the park this evening, I don't expect. They're going to give it their best, Ajax. Whether that is enough to beat a side as strong as Chelsea, that remains to be seen. But yeah, should be a very good game, however it pans out. So yeah, should be about to get underway here. Now, Alex says, yeah, it just feels like it could happen this season and I can't stand Barcelona winning it again. Harry says, getting boring watching Barca win all the time. Yeah, I don't. Being a Barca fan must be, I get, obviously you win everything, so that's nice, but it must be a bit boring at times. Because they win every game in the league. Like, the only game they've lost in the last 3 seasons was the final game of last season where they rested everyone. But anyway, Chelsea about to get underway here in this game. The famous Chelsea fan is there. I don't remember his name, but I see him all the time. Fully clad in Chelsea merchandise. Aaron Cuthbert knocks it back and we're underway in this Champions League quarter-final first leg. It's Ajax versus Chelsea in the UEFA Women's Champions League. Should be a brilliant game of football. Ajax going long immediately after Chelsea gifted them possession. Here is Khadija Buchanan under pressure from Remy Leuchter, but a hospital ball back to Hannah Hampton, who's forced just to smash it long. Lauren James trying to win it in the air, but cannot achieve it. Eden asks if it's the quarter-final. Yes, it is. We don't have a round of 16 stage yet in the Women's Champions League. That will change, though. Hopefully, in not next season, but the season after, I believe we will move to the new Champions League format that they're trialling in the men's game this year. So, should be interesting stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure how many teams we're going to have, but that'll be interesting when it comes. Anyway, Grant does really well to hold up the ball on that flank for Ajax. And now back with Kaziar. Can't keep it on the field. Kaziar there, the right back, and Chelsea have a throw and then on the near side. Yeah, just panning over to Suzanne Bakker. She's worked absolute wonders with that Ajax side this season. Ajax in the men's game have always been heralded for their ability to compete in Europe, despite not having the same resources. They are quite a prestigious club, AFC Ajax. And now the women's team proving it as well. Got out of a difficult group, now taking on Chelsea. It'll be interesting how they get on this evening. And Emma Hayes, of course, in the opposing dugout. Her last Champions League campaign with Chelsea, potentially her last Champions League campaign ever. Aaron Cuthbert lifting that ball towards Canaride, unable to keep that in play, though it's slightly mishit by Carter. And so that will be an Ajax throw. De Clonia looks to go down the line, manages to find Van Gool, and it's won back by Chelsea. Unfortunately, they can't hold on to it, though, and Sanders wins it back now. Chelsea coming down the right-hand side. That's how to play it for a Chelsea corner. And good stuff there. Shoka Nuskan, the one really leading that press, which is not a surprise. We love seeing Shoka in high areas, scoring goals. But, yeah. Now, with the free kick, it is Guro Wrighton for Chelsea. Not free kick, sorry, corner. It would be a perfect start if we could break the deadlock early on here. Wrighton puts the ball into the box, and it's not dealt with by Ajax, but there's no one at the back post for Chelsea to come and sweep it up. Here is Canaride. She's trying to recycle it. Lovely turn from Joanna Wrighton. Canaride, strong tackle there from Cardinal to get back in. Now Cuthbert. Back to Buchanan. Could use her goalkeeper here, who is high and does use her to retain possession. Hannah Hampton. She's lifting a ball out wide, and it's brought down well by Charles. She managed to touch it back to Cuthbert. Cuthbert will drive inside. Here is Wrighton, lovely turn, and releases the ball into the path of Lauren James. James back into the box. He's going to miss everyone, and Canaride swing and a miss at the back post. Perisset with a low-driven effort, but that's wide of the mark. Good stuff from Chelsea, though, looking like the stronger side to start today's game. I don't think there's too many surprises there, but yeah, good stuff for Chelsea. It's exactly what is expected and required from the Blues this evening. Cardinal caught in possession. Great pressing from James, but it comes off her and out for a goal kick. So yeah, already you can see those nerves are there for Ajax. The ball's just not moving with the usual confidence and zip that Ajax tend to move it with. Chelsea just pressing them really high, stopping them getting anything going so far. And now it's back with the goalkeeper Van Eyck, who will put the ball into the centre. One in the air by Johannes, and then it's one back by Ajax, but Chelsea get the ball back. Buchanan fouled there by Remy Leuchter. But yeah, Cuthbert making sure she's all right. Just a bit too aggressive to win back possession there, Leuchter, and understandably pulled up as a foul. Already seeing, though, that Ajax could catch Chelsea today if Chelsea play it too slow. Yeah, Buchanan just recovering from that hit. And it will be a Chelsea free kick. Carter plays it into Charles, who came inside. Now Buchanan goes down the line looking for Lauren James, but that was ambitious. James wins it back, and it's a clean tackle. Looking to go for a drive now. Picks out Cuthbert. Cuthbert could go wide. And it's a brilliant tackle in there, actually. I thought she just not put enough on the ball, but it came off the challenge of Van Gool. And now Noordam. Exchange a pass with Grant. Ball inside looking for Remy Leuchter, but it's won back by Chelsea. Hampton. And trying to lift that ball forwards. Drops for Noordam. Now Van Gool. Back to De Colonia. De Sanders. Noordam into Cardinal. De Sanders. Here is Van Gool. Cardinal. Ajax happy just to have this spell of possession. More than a couple seconds. Here is Johannes. Feeds the ball through. Grant gets the wrong side of Charles to Leuchter. It's a great effort. Comes off the post. Chelsea get away with one there. Noordam in on goal, but the shot's wayward. But Chelsea being challenged, and a Remy Leuchter effort there really causing some issues for the Chelsea goalkeeper there, Hannah Hampton. She wasn't getting to that. Quite fortunate it strikes the post. So good football from Ajax there. A nice exchange. And it almost resulted in a goal for their star forward. And Chelsea can't be affording mistakes like that this evening. Here is Niamh Charles. Lauren James almost loses possession. Nusken, Cuthbert, ball out wide to Canaride, and it almost gets stuck in her feet there. Joanna Wrighton, Canaride. Perisset on the overlap. Uses ever Perisset. Running into the box now, and it's blocked by De Sanders. She looks to go along with it. Picks out Remy Leuchter, who drops in to receive the ball. Here's Van Gool. And her ball in behind Perisset is cut out by the French fullback. And then Leuchter deemed to be too aggressive again there on Erin. Not Erin Carter. It is Jess Carter, sorry. Got the name in the muddle there. But yeah, Leuchter's intensity is palpable this evening. She's desperate to get that ball back. She's already had an effort go close. She's a real thorn in the side of Chelsea so far in this game. A player of real talent and is looking to cause some issues. Carter. We'll lift this over the top, looking at Niamh Charles. It's blocked well by the Ajax right back there. Just heading another play, Kezia. Here is Lauren James, holds it up really well despite pressure from Cardinal. And she does well there. I'm not sure whether she wants a throw or a corner, and it will be a corner. That's what Chelsea need. Oh no, it will be a throw. Go down with the corner there, really. But we'll take the throw and we'll use it to get us into the box. But Johannes cuts it out. And now they'll look to build out. Lovely ball looking for... I'm not sure who that was for Ajax, but Buchanan came across and dealt with it anyway. I think it was Noordam there. Making that wide run. It will now be a throw-in for Ajax. Keizer. Noordam. Drills a ball across to De Sanders. And she'll go back into Cardinal. De Sanders. Again, now Ajax will settle into this shape. But as we saw before, a couple passes, they can easily find themselves unlocking Chelsea. That's one back here by the Blues. Canaride putting a lot of pressure on the Colonia. But yeah, Ajax win it back, and that will go back to their goalkeeper, Van Eyck. Yeah, it's understandable why Ajax are playing the way they are. They're holding onto the ball for as long as they can. Just slowing it down, trying to control it a bit. Alex says the way this game has started, it feels like there's going to be goals in it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see goals at both ends this evening. One back high up the pitch by Nusken, but it doesn't quite fall for anyone. Now Cardinal under pressure from Wrighton after a poor touch, but they do escape, and that's poor from Keizer. Sloppy there from Ajax. Perhaps just showing their inexperience, but that was really sloppy. Made that much too easy for Chelsea to almost get something from. Charles. And she's taking her time about this throw-in, and that was poor from Niamh Charles. Bit of miscommunication really there. That throw went down the line, and no one reacted to it. No one really expected it to happen. Just 10 minutes played here. I don't really think Chelsea have been the superior side as of yet. And Emma Hayes watches on, a bit miffed as to why we've started so slow in this game. De Sanders. Carter wins it in the air. Here's Canaride. Now Nusken looking back towards Canaride, cut out by De Sanders. And here is Hoekstra. Johanna's good tackle from Leopolds, and then she's caught there, but it falls to Canaride. Nusken. Here's Lauren James. Looks to cut inside James. She's run herself into trouble though, and Chelsea lose the ball. Johannes. They're away here, Ajax. Hoekstra coming forwards. Looking to strike one, and this is a save for Hampton, but Ajax are troubling Chelsea this evening. It's not one-way traffic at all here. Ajax are able, when they get the ball down, to cause Chelsea some issues. But yeah. Johannes just picking up on the ball there. Lauren James just overworked it a little bit. And so far, 3-1 shots in the favour of the home side. Buchanan. Charles. Buchanan. Now it's Hannah Hampton. Shokat Nusken. Nice turn. Plays it out wide. Eva Perisset now. Leopolds. Perisset. Now Jess Carter. And exchange of pass with her goalkeeper Hannah Hampton. Now Carter. So far Chelsea's just not really able to get anything going. Carter's going long here, looking for James. James holds it up well. We'll now look to take players on. A really good tackle in there though from Van Gool. Just feels like James overworking it a little bit this evening. Just needs to simplify it. Johannes. I mean, it doesn't help that they are putting a lot of players on Lauren James. Understandably so. She's a very dangerous player. Now closing her down quickly. But yeah, maybe she just needs to look for that easy pass. Trying to take players on a bit too often. Hoekstra. Back to De Sanders. Poor ball, and that's picked up by Wrighton, who's then brought down by Johannes, and that's going to be the first yellow card of the game. A deliberate foul, really, from Johannes, who realised she was caught out. Good stuff from Chelsea. Good pressure. Bit of a loose ball there from Cardinal. Cardinal and De Sanders, by the way, have swapped sides. So the right and left centre half just rotating round. Yeah, really good stuff. Really good anticipation to make the interception there. Guro Wrighton. She managed to pick up on that ball. So Johannes with that yellow card and a free kick in an area that Chelsea could make something happen from. And Johannes won't want to be on that yellow card given the fact that there is so long in this tie to go. And obviously if she was to be sent off tonight, that would not only affect the team this evening, but she would also be suspended for this second leg. So free kick for Chelsea, Buchanan over this one. Now it's going to go across to Perisset. Now it's Nusken. Canaride. Not really sure what this routine was. Leopolds. Another Johannes stabbing him with another challenge there. It's a bit risky given she's already on a yellow. Lovely play though. Cuthbert gets it to Canaride. It's in the air from Lauren James's header. Canaride to James in a good area, but she scuffs the effort. And that goes wide. That felt like a big opportunity for Chelsea. Really big opportunity there for Chelsea. James just got under the ball a little bit. Need to just get over it. Almost strike it down into the ground. Instead, just kicking it up in the air, really. Not a great effort. Certainly not troubling the goalkeeper. Grant does really well to drive inside there. Ball won back by Melanie Leopolds, who's sweeping up in there. Cuthbert brought down Leopolds, though, with possession, so it will be advantage. Charles back towards Cuthbert, but she loses it. And now does hold on to possession. Getting back to Cardinal. That's now swapped back with De Sanders, so imagine that was just a momentary thing. Possibly after that mistake they changed it, to be fair. Carter. Now Hampton under a lot of pressure, and that is a poor bit of distribution picked up on by Ajax. Van Gool into Grant. Back now to Noordam. He's going to drive inside and lose the ball to Leopolds. Cuthbert picks it up, plays it to Wrighton. Wrighton in behind, plays it into James, and that's great goalkeeping from Van Eyck, who comes out well and deals with it. A good chance for Chelsea, squandered by the goalkeeper, rushing off her line. Rushing out of her box. Here's Cuthbert. Wrighton. Now it's with Jess Carter. Leopolds gives it to Carter. Here's Hampton. Just going to see that chance again. Maybe Guro put a little bit too much on it. I'm not sure. That's a good ball, actually. Not much you can do about that. It just wasn't enough space for that there. Perhaps Guro could have kept running with it, to be fair. Good enough play to do so. Cuthbert. Out wide to Canaride. Gives it to Nusken, back towards Cuthbert. To Canaride, sorry. Never going to get to that one, though. I was out of play for an Ajax goal kick. But yeah, I don't know whether the Cruyff pitch is shorter than they used to, but Chelsea overplaying it a bit tonight. Or whether maybe Ajax just have a deeper line, so when Chelsea have the ball, they're slightly closer to the goal. There just isn't as much room there. Not sure. But yeah, Hoekstra. Now Johannes. And that is a poor pass out to the left back. Never going to get to that one. And so that will be a Chelsea throw. She's had a tough start to this game, Johannes. Already on that yellow card. Couple sloppy passes. Perhaps feeling the pressure of such a momentous occasion. Here is Nusken on the edge of the box. Leopolds, Wrighton, James, Nusken, Cuthbert. It feels like Chelsea's trying to over-engineer it a little here. Someone's got to take a bit of decisive action. And now it's one back in there by Rome. Leukter picked up on by Wrighton. Nusken. It bounces around. Here's Lauren James. She scores. I think she's offside though. Is she? Yes, she is. Flag goes up. Understandably so. I mean, it did come off an opposition defender, but the ball was intended for James. Do they have VAR in operation tonight? It looked like they were checking something, but... No, she's on. This should be a goal for Chelsea. I'm guessing VAR just isn't in operation. I mean, obviously, we don't have VAR in any other competition. I'm not sure what we're waiting for then. Okay, I think they are checking this. No idea if we've got VAR or not, whether we're just watching. Yes, so we do have VAR. I'm not sure if we've got a VAR graphic on here yet. Let's have a look. Yes, we do. This should be 1-0 Chelsea. Because that looked like a perfectly good goal to me. So James was onside when the ball is played. Not only that, but it comes off an Ajax defender. This should be 1-0 Chelsea. I didn't really react when the goal went in because I just thought, oh, she's miles off. She took it so nonchalantly. But that's why you always play to the whistle. Especially with VAR. Because this goal should stand. This goal 100% should stand for Chelsea. Imagine they're just checking all the... I mean, they're going to check everything, aren't they? Pro stream movements. Yeah, we've now got a little VAR check graphic. And the goal stands. It's 1-0 Chelsea. Oh, I've not... Hang on. There we go. VAR check goal. Enjoy the graphics. But yes, brilliant stuff for Chelsea. A merited goal, I would say. Been the better side so far. I forgot to do the goal graphic as well, but yeah. We'll do that if Chelsea score again. Anyway, good stuff for Chelsea. It's picked up well here by Wrighton. Prodded it to Nusken. She played it through. It bounced around from Ajax. Fell to James. Took it round the keeper and finished it well. Somewhat fortuitous. I think Ajax switched off there thinking the goal wouldn't stand. But that's why you've got to play to the whistle. James finished it off. Deservedly gets a goal. So it's Ajax 0, Chelsea 1. Lauren James with the opening goal of the game. And that is a really good start for Chelsea. Not been their best start to a game this season. And, well, they find themselves 1 goal ahead. Similar to the Arsenal game in many respects. Can I ride? Cuthbert. Let's go for a drive, but can't. Here is Carter. Now Cuthbert and Johannes is all over her there, but Cuthbert is able to go back to Carter. Just lifting that ball towards Wrighton, flicked on well. And here come Ajax. Lauren James there uses her body well to muscle the opponent off the ball. And now Chelsea are really starting to show their inferiority. And it is 6:07, so I'm going to have a drink. But yes, thank you all for tuning in so far. It's been a good game so far. Very pleased that Chelsea got that early goal. 20 minutes in. Good stuff. So yeah, very good start for Chelsea. Here's Can I Ride. Sjoka Nusken. Now Carter. Eva Perisset. And now back to Hannah Hampton. Carter. Here is Hampton. Just lifting that ball out wide. Charles. Brings it down, but it's won back by Ajax. And now they'll look to come forwards here. Kezia plays it into Leukter. Leukter, Van Gool, Johannes. And now it's back now with this Sanders. But for Ajax now, they've got to forget what's happened so far. Because the first 20-so minutes, I would say they were probably the better team. Well, not the better team, but they were definitely in this tie. The manner in which they scored the goal, or conceded the goal, is somewhat frustrating, I think, for them. Because they switched off. They stopped playing because they thought it would be disallowed. So I think there's some understandable frustration though. Here's Charles. Now back to De Sanders. And Ajax will look to hold on to possession again here. Cardinal. De Sanders. Here is Cardinal again. De Sanders. Back now with Van Eyck. Just rolling around the ball there on the edge of our box. Slowly rolling it backwards. Waiting for an option to become available. And now lifts it into the middle. Flicked on well by Rome Leuchter. Johannes loses out in the air to Cuthbert. Leopolds manages just to nod it to Wrighton, to Nusken now. And here's Canaride as Chelsea look to make the pitch wide. Look to make something happen here. Canaride. Can't get around the fullback. Johannes. Well, that's a foul there, as it is. Didn't quite see who. I think it was Leopold's there who just tripped up Hornstra coming forward. But good stuff for Chelsea in this game. I think while we have played well, we are somewhat fortunate to be in the position we are in. I don't know if 1-0 is a reflective scoreline of how the game's gone so far, to be honest. But anyway, good football from Chelsea on the left-hand side. Wrighton, ball into the box, dealt with by Cardinal, who just hacks it away. And yeah, that very much feels down for Ajax. They are just trying to limit the damage for the next sort of 5-10 minutes, which is understandable after scoring a goal. You don't want to concede. Sorry, and then you don't want to concede and then concede a load more, because that can quickly become a very dire evening at that point. So for them, it's about regaining control a bit on this game. Lauren James being held all the way as she's dribbling back there. Constantly, but anyway, here is Hannah Hampton. Carter. Looking for an option, goes to Eva Parasay. Nusken. On back by Ajax. Here is Cardinal. Crazy. Cardinal. De Sanders. Gives it into Van Gool. Cardinal. Van Gool again. Cardinal. De Sanders. Cardinal. The thing is, Ajax can do this all evening. For Chelsea, it's just about waiting until they go long, making sure they win the ball back, and then coming forwards. Charles. Cuthbert tries to win it off Van Gool, but to no avail. As she'll now spread out wide into Declonia. De Sanders. And Cardinal. These two are going to have the most passes between them of any player in Champions League history at this rate, because the two of them have knocked it from centre-half to centre-half all evening so far. Cardinal. Buchanan wins it in the air, falls to Johannes. She tries to poke it to Hoekstra. And Chelsea win it back, but then Ajax regain possession, falls to Cuthbert. Parasay. Here is Canaride. Now Carter. And it's back with Hampton. In her own 6-yard box. She's going to go for a drive here. Leuchter picks up on it. Falls for Johannes. She tries to lift it into the goal, but it's overhit. That was a glaring opportunity there. And Chelsea, it's just a little bit too sloppy there. A little too slow, a little too laboured. First 30 minutes of a Champions League knockout tie. That goes. Hampton tries to go for a run. It's stopped. She's stopped by Leuchter, putting a great tackle. And if it weren't for Johannes' poor effort, that may well have been an Ajax goal. So sloppy from Chelsea, and thankful for the poor execution of shot there from the middle midfielder. But not good enough there for the Blues. Here is Carter. Back now with Hannah Hampton. Carter. Nuscombe. Anaride. Leopolds. Parasay. Carter. Back now to Hannah Hampton. Buchanan. And now it's with Hampton. Leopolds. Carter. Leopolds. Just drove that ball forwards. Now with Khadijah Buchanan. James. Back to Hampton. Drills the ball out wide into Eva Parasay. Goes down the line into Canaride, and Chelsea will look to come forwards here. Canaride goes inside and tries to find Wrighton, poking a ball through. That will roll on through to Van Eyck. To Sanders. Now Van Eyck. Nuscombe will press it. Won there by Khadijah Buchanan, who came quite high up the field there to get involved. Ball in behind now for Ajax. Parasay nods it back home. Chelsea hold on to possession. Yeah. It was Cardinal there who just drove it forwards. Buchanan committed high, won the header. Again, Lauren James was caught in possession, and Cardinal drove forwards, played the ball in behind, perhaps looked the wrong way with the pass. Parasay picks out Cuthbert, who holds on to it excellently. Now into Lauren James. Wrighton's in acres on this flank. If she can pick her out, she can find Guro Wrighton, who will look to go for a run here. Wrighton tries to take on the fullback. Good defending there from the right back. Kaiser. And now it will be a Chelsea throw on the near side. Charles, sorry. Leopolds back towards Neve Charles. Won by Grant, but that's off the field again. So that'll be another throw on the near side. Charles. Finds James. One back by Ajax. And Nordam tried to bring that ball forwards and has lost it. Out for another Chelsea throw. Guro Wrighton can't keep it in play. And that will be an Ajax goal kick. Van Eyck with it. Yeah, Chelsea haven't really got a whole lot going since the goal. But yeah. Onside by a decent margin in the end. But yeah. 15 minutes left then in this first half. It's absolutely flown by so far. But yeah, thanks everyone that has hopped into stream. And to the 2 new subs we've gained as well. We did hit 500 on Friday night. It went back down again, as it tends to do when you hit a huge number. But yeah, if you are enjoying the stream and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, because we'd love to hit 500 for a second time. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. Yeah. Alright, got in behind there. Grant got the wrong side of Buchanan. But yeah, her shot saved. Well, the pace taken off it by Khadijah Buchanan and then saved by Hannah Hampton. Buchanan. Now Hampton. Carter. Leopolds. But yeah, of course, we will be doing the reverse fixture of this game next Wednesday. Make sure to join us there. But yeah. Here is Carter. Leopolds. Carter. Back to Hampton. Now to Buchanan. Carrying it forwards, Khadijah Buchanan. One back well by Van Gool, who now dropped back into shape. And it's a Chelsea throw. Charles. Nusken. Under pressure from Van Gool. Finds Charles, who just about keeps it in play. Plays down the line. Right and not alert to it, though. Here is De Sanders. Now De Clonia. De Sanders. Cardinal. Across to De Sanders. And it falls. Belted Grant there. She just couldn't bring it under her control. Here's De Sanders. Now Cardinal. Perisset, Canaride. Picked up on by Ajax, and it's won back by Carter. Charles. Now Leopolds, Charles. Ball in behind, and it's cut out by Cardinal. Drops to Nusken, who tries to play it back forwards. And that'll roll on through to the goalkeeper. Not quite in her box, though. She's going to have to kick it long, and it falls to Leopolds. Touches on great Wrighton. Leopolds brought down there, and that will be a free kick in a good area for Chelsea. But, I might not be, actually. I think it's potentially due to offside on Wrighton. Yeah, I think because Wrighton was offside there, that won't be a foul. Much Chelsea's frustration. But yeah. No, it will be a free kick. All right, scrap that. Good area for a free kick then for Chelsea. They've got players that can win the ball in the air here. Bit of aerial threat. Yeah, 3 players over at the moment. Wrighton, Guro, Wrighton, Reece. My God, I'm struggling to speak. Lauren James and Eva Perisset. Not sure who will take it. I think Wrighton has now migrated towards the box. And so it will be Perisset now, as James also moves inside. Perisset. Lifts it in there. Header, and it's wide. Good stuff from Chelsea. Nice work routine. Nusken was the recipient in there. But her header just going off target. Didn't really get much direction behind it. But yeah, perhaps thought she was a bit more central with goal than she actually was. Ajax goal kick now with Van Eyck. Yeah, ref just having to inform Lauren James she can't stand in the box there. Cardinal, and James does really well to win it back. Great pressure, Wrighton. And that's a Chelsea corner. Brilliant stuff from James. That's the intensity that can really cause Ajax some issues this evening. Fantastic pressure. So corner now for Chelsea, and Eva Perisset is going to be one to go over and grab the ball for this set piece. So Perisset. Looking to deliver it. Ball in. And headed away. Now Charles can't quite hold on to that ball. As forward come Ajax. Romy Leukter trying to make up some ground there, but can't. Ball in behind for Chelsea. Here's Canaride. Not many people in the box right now. She's going to have to cut back. She does well, and then a strong tackle in there. Cuthbert will try and pick up the loose ball, but it's another really good tackle in there from De Clonia. Clonia, sorry. Here is Erin Cuthbert. And now Buckingham. Charles. Wrighton. James. Buckingham. Now to Hannah Hampton. Carter. Here is Jess Carter. Just carrying that ball forwards. Now Charles. Plays it down the line. Lauren James. Ball in. And it's missed by everyone. Ball to Wrighton. Goal for Chelsea. Ajax 0. Chelsea 2. And that is a crucial goal. Not only for Chelsea, but for Guro Wrighton as well. She's had a dry season so far. Brilliant ball in from Lauren James. The first one for Wrighton was scuffed, but her second effort put it in the back of the net. Ajax 0. Chelsea 2. Very good football. Very good football from the Blues. A needed goal there just to settle those nerves. And yeah, really good stuff from Chelsea. There we go. Getting the goal graphic right this time. Chelsea double their advantage. Good football from the Blues. Good ball in from James. First one was scuffed. Second one prodded home. It took a few deflections in there. Not that they had a huge impact. So Chelsea find themselves 2 goals up after 40 minutes. Wonderful stuff. And for Guro, that is, as I say, a crucial goal for her. VAR is going to check the goal. I have no idea what they're checking for. But let's stick a VAR check in there anyway. Not exactly sure what they're checking here. Oh, is it whether Nusken was involved in the goal in an offside position? I mean, this would be a bit of a cheap way for Ajax to not concede, to be honest. But let's see what happens here. Let's see what the verdict is. I don't think Nusken interferes with play, so I'm not exactly sure what they could give here. So that ball comes in. Wrighton shot. No, it doesn't come off Nusken. Comes off the defender, Cardinal. Nusken doesn't touch it. Nusken participated in the goal, so it's offside, says Eden. I don't know if you can count that as participation. That feels like such a poor way for Chelsea not to lose a goal here. If this is chalked off, ref's still unsure. They are just double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking at this point. And our verdict is reached, and she's going to go over to the monitor. I'm not sure what she's going to achieve by going over there. But let's see. Weird one. Anyway, now she's going to get to watch the incident. I'm guessing VAR can't decide whether she interferes with play or not. She doesn't touch the ball. There's no protest from any of those Ajax players. Now, obviously, she is in an offside position. That much is clear. But she doesn't make contact with the ball. She doesn't impact the defender. I don't see any reason why this goal shouldn't stand. But let's see what the verdict is. Offside against Chelsea. So that goal will not stand. No goal. I mean, that's a weird one for me. That's a really weird one. I don't see how she has any impact here. Like, the defender doesn't change her body position, even if Nusken isn't there. If anything, she blocks Wrighton from getting a clean shot away. Which I'm more the goal to aim for. No idea. James coming forward though, looking to make up for it, brought down in the box. Nothing given by the referee. That's got to go to VAR as well, you would imagine, unless we score anyway. Buchanan back towards Wrighton. Ball into the box. Nusken! That's 2-0 Chelsea. And there, the rightful goal is scored. While Guro Wrighton won't get a goal against her name, she will get an assist there. Sjokke Nusken with a wonderful effort. Does really well there to slide in, time it correctly, and put the ball in the back of the net. There's Chelsea's second goal. If they say James interferes with that, then that's absolute bollocks. She doesn't touch it. She deliberately doesn't touch it. Good stuff from Nusken. Should be 2-0 Chelsea. I don't want to do the graphics yet. After that last one was chalked off. I mean, we could have had a penalty in there regardless. So even though this goal doesn't stand, it should be a pen. But yeah, that one will stand. Nusken with the goal. Chelsea, AJAX 0, Chelsea 2. There we go. What a response, Alex. Yeah. The thing is, with that second goal going in, obviously while it didn't stand, it still knocked AJAX's confidence. And so finding the actual second goal wasn't too difficult at that point. AJAX were already quite open, quite vulnerable, and they do look vulnerable at the end of this half. It'd be wonderful if Chelsea could find that third goal. Just put themselves in a really healthy position. Nusken. Leukter. Hoekstra tries to pick out a teammate, but can't. And now Wrighton will leave it for James. James towards Wrighton again. Chelsea looking to cause some issues here. We've got 5 additional minutes in this first half. Feels like quite a lot of time. I can't put additional minutes on there yet, unfortunately. That's something I've forgotten to set a graphic up for, but we will get that sorted. But yeah, 5 minutes of additional time. But yeah, Chelsea going close there. Good ball in from James. Canaride putting it over. Could easily have been 3-0. Buchanan, good, strong header. Nusken looking to catch out AJAX here. De Sanders able to see that back to Van Eyck though. Ball up in the air. Buchanan wins it. Flicked on by Lauren James. Now Wrighton. And that ball goes forward now. Buchanan does commit a foul on Romy Leukter there, so that will be an AJAX free kick. With 3.5 minutes left of this first half. The only thing I'll criticise AJAX for is their font on the back of their shirts. Not even the font, the colour. Ineligible. Don't know what it's. Sometimes I can't read the names. So at AJAX, sort it out. Ball in behind, and that's playing well in the air by Hampton. But yeah, I'm pleased with what I've seen so far as a Chelsea fan. I think we've been the better team here. While AJAX have given us a good game, Chelsea deserve to be 2 goals in front. Anyway, ball long for Chelsea, headed away by AJAX. That will be a Chelsea throw now, which Niamh Charles will go over and take. Looking to go down the line. But my prediction for the whole game was 2-0. Now, that'll be a very boring second half if my prediction does come true. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it did finish out this way. Obviously, I'd love to see Chelsea get a couple more, make ourselves comfortable in this tie. I guess we'll have to see how it pans out. Nusken, James. Back now to Carter. Here is Leopolds. Goes out wide. Canaride. Keeps it going here. Good stuff. Ball in. Cuthbert touches it to Nusken. Gets a clean bit of space and places it wide. Really good stuff from Chelsea, though. That merited a third goal. Shame that Shocker Nusken's effort just wide. On my prediction again, by the way, I almost predicted it. The goal was completely correct. So I said Lauren James, and then I said that I said I was tempted to go to Nusken because she always scored. She did score. But I went for Wrighton, who technically scored, but didn't count. So, absolutely having that. Anyway, to Sanders. Plays it into Van Gool, receives it back now and moves it across to Cardinal. That ball in behind, headed up in the air by Niamh Charles, Buchanan. And now here, Ajax have possession, won back by Guro Wrighton. Canaride. Cuthbert. Leopold, sorry. Eva Perisay. Carter. Hampton. Lifting that ball into Niamh Charles. Flicked on well. Wrighton heads it on again. Here are Ajax. One back well by Cuthbert. But that is going to be a Chelsea free kick in there. Just caught there by Johannes. Must be getting close now to the half anyway. Yeah, she's got to be careful. She's somewhat fortunate to avoid a second yellow there. Because that's rash from Johannes. Catches Cuthbert with a bit of force. But that is the half. Ajax 0, Chelsea 2. A strong performance from the Blues. 2 well taken goals. Ajax have got things going at times, but not consistent enough to really cause some issues. So at the break, it's Ajax 0, Chelsea 2. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff so far. I need to remember to do the scoreboard. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed that first half. I thoroughly did. I thought Chelsea played some really nice football at times there. I think there was a few nervy moments as well, but that's expected when playing someone of the calibre of Ajax on a day like today. Do excuse me, but I am going to eat some Rays as well because I've not eaten all day. But we will get into some half-time discourse. In the meantime, if you've got any thoughts, get them in the live chat. I'll read them out throughout this half-time. And I'll try and not make too much noise as I eat. But, yeah. Really good football. Really good football so far from Chelsea. I think both our goals, they came from, well, the first goal was somewhat fortunate. The second goal, well, the offside goal should have stood. But the second goal that did stand was well worked. It was a really good response from having that goal disallowed for offside. So yeah, really impressive stuff from Chelsea. I think that was quite a well dealt with first 45, a well managed first 45. Puts us in good stead for the rest of the game, I would say, and hopefully we can see Chelsea push on from here, get a couple more, allows us to rest next week at the Bridge. Which, given the fact that we played that Champions League fixture on the Wednesday, then we have the Conti Cup final on the Sunday, we're really nice to be able to rest up in that Champions League fixture, give us the best chance of winning the Conti Cup. So, yeah, that would be ideal. Whether or not it happens, that remains to be seen. But I don't know. I think we can get a couple tonight. I know I said 2 at the start. I'm thinking that might be a little low now. I think we could get to 3 or 4. Guess it remains to be seen. But yeah, good football so far from Chelsea. Nothing short of what we expected, really. As I say, feel free to get your thoughts in the live chat. I'll make sure to read them out. 82 votes in the poll and chat so far. The majority is correct. 77% going for Chelsea, 16% saying Ajax, and 7% going for a draw. I think that's understandable. I think Ajax have given a good account of themselves as well. I don't think we should take anything away from them, really. Whilst it was a difficult, a disappointing manner in which they conceded the goals, I don't think they were particularly poor in that half. I think it was just a case of Chelsea being really strong, being overwhelmingly strong. So, yeah, good stuff. Provided a really competitive Champions League tie so far. I want Chelsea to do really well. I hope it doesn't get ridiculous for the sake of the tournament, really. You don't want to see Chelsea win 8-0 tonight. But it'd be nice to get a comfortable victory so we then go into the second leg with the ability to rest up. As for Ajax, it's understandable that they are behind this evening. Obviously, they did really well just getting here, but it's always going to be a difficult tie. Chelsea's always going to be a horrible tie, so understandable as to why they're behind early on. But Chelsea, they need to focus in the second half, make sure that they're not starting to think, we've got one foot into the semi-finals, one eye on Barcelona. We need all our eyes on Ajax, all our feet on the football pitch would be necessary. If not, it's going to be quite difficult to win the second half. But yeah, it would be nice to claim a comfortable victory this evening. And yeah, Alex says, was really impressed with how we've played. I was worried there'd be a hangover from the Arsenal game. Yeah, especially given there's not a whole lot of rotation there. In fact, I'm not sure there is any rotation. Look at the side that played against Arsenal. It is, identical. Absolutely identical. So, I get what you're saying there. It's surprising we look as sharp as we do, but yeah, good to see from Chelsea. I think a sign that we are we're well equipped to go deep in this tournament. We know what it's like to play Saturday, Wednesday. I mean, we've got it for the next month. So, understandable that we are able to handle it. We've got some experience of it. We have a ridiculous amount of fixtures coming up. We were looking at this in tomorrow's video, actually, so watch that. But I will give you a little sneak insight. We're talking about the amount of fixtures left for Chelsea and for Man City in this season, obviously how that impacts the title race. City play 6 matches between now and the end of the season in all competitions. They are all WSL fixtures. They don't have any cup competitions, no Europe, of course. As for Chelsea, if they were to reach the final of the FA Cup and the final of the Women's Champions League, that is 14 more fixtures. Even if they were to lose in the semi-finals of the Women's Champions League, that's 13 more fixtures. That is 7 or 8 games more than Man City have to play. So while Chelsea have the nicer run in and are probably the stronger side, that could have a huge impact. That congestion, given Chelsea having already so many injuries, that congestion could be a huge issue. Looking back at some of the first highlights of that first half then, that Romy looked a chance. That could have changed the game, really. If the number 7 bags after 6 minutes, that would have been a real kick to the teeth. But yeah, going to see that goal again now. It's just a case of Ajax thinking the move is done, switching off. The goalkeeper has a half-assed attempt to come out. Lauren James finishes well into an empty net. It's good. It's good from Lauren. It's good for Chelsea. Ajax, I think they'll be very frustrated with how that's gone down. Alex says, yeah, our experience and squad depth really being tested lately. Yeah, definitely. And our ability to sign players in the transfer market quickly and identify players that are a good fit. You know, the fact we had to go out and get Myra Ramirez, had to go out and get Natalie Bjorn, but they're 2 good signings. So, testament to our recruitment staff that while there were injuries there, we were able to replace them in the form of those players, but also credit to the squad that we've had players step up in those roles. Especially, Lauren James really stepping up this season. Should have had a goal and assist with this Wrighton one. Unfortunately, that one didn't stand. So only a goal for her in this game so far. I know, travesty. But yeah, it's she's been pivotal to everything that's done well really for Chelsea this season, Lauren James, especially in this game as well. But yeah, really good season for her, really good season for Chelsea. Hopefully we can win it all. Would be nice to see. But yeah, question to all of chat actually. How confident are we? Well, I guess only really to Chelsea fans, but other people can answer if you want. How confident are we heading into the final next Sunday that will beat Arsenal? What do we think? Obviously, Women's League Cup final at Molineux. Will be an interesting game. And I guess adding on to that, what impact does the fact that we have beaten Arsenal recently, does that give us confidence, or does it just give Arsenal more motivation to want to beat Chelsea even more? I don't know if you need more motivation for a cup final, if that's a problem, but it's going to give an added something, isn't it? But yeah, the stats do paint a damning picture. 60% for Chelsea, 60% possession for Chelsea, 7 attempts to 5, 2 on target to 1. That's not too dissimilar, not too large a gap. But yeah, Chelsea probably playing the better stuff at the moment. Ajax just not really able to get the ball down and play their football. Given the strength of Chelsea, that's understandable. Chelsea's press has been really good today. I mean, Lauren James has closed down so many times and almost got something from that. I'd be surprised if we did get something from that later in the game. But yeah, good stuff so far from the Blues. Anyway, shouldn't be much longer in this half-time interval. Should be getting to the second half in a couple minutes' time. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, any thoughts, any queries, get them in the live chat. I'll make sure to answer them. Unless they are horrendously offensive. But I don't think anyone in our audience would do that. So yeah, feel free to put something in chat, get involved, and we'll talk about it. Alex, in response to my question, says, I'm more confident than I was. I don't think one team will dominate like in the last 2 meetings. I think the nature of a final means it'll probably be a tight one. You know, first 20 minutes... nothing is going to happen. Nothing silly. You just keep it simple. Everything gets cleared to rotate. Unless your team has a mare, I don't really see anything happening in that first 20 minutes. I think from there, Chelsea are the stronger side. So I'd like to hope they can get back into it. Not back into it, but, you know, play well. But I guess we'll have to see. The cup final do crazy things to people. Obviously, we lost the Conti Cup final last year to Arsenal. We came away with only a domestic double. Be nice to win at least a domestic treble this year. Hopefully the quadruple. I'm confident Chelsea can go all the way in the Champions League. Barcelona are a very strong team. But Chelsea have what it takes, I think, to beat them this year. Shame we don't have Sam Kerr. Hopefully we have Millie Bright back. It's still a month until those games would be if we do get through. So, yeah, I think having Bright back will be crucial for Barcelona because I think our defence has been a bit shaky at times, and that would just offer us that stability, that leadership from the back. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Chelsea get on for the rest of this season. Who wins the WSL? It's the closest title race we've had in a while. Who wins the Champions League? We've got probably 3 clubs all in the conversation. Yeah, you got. For me, Lyon are fairly nailed onto the final now, unless a miracle happens. If PSG would beat Harken and then I don't know, maybe they beat Lyon. Who knows? But I feel like it's a lovely tie for Lyon. The fact they're not on the side of the draw of Chelsea or Barcelona, it puts them in a really good position, and I would be surprised if anyone other than them was in the final. And then for me, it will come down to Chelsea or Barcelona. Chelsea should have what it takes here, and Barca should have no problems with Brand tomorrow night. So, yeah, Alex says, yeah, it'd be good to have Millie back, hopefully Myra as well. Yes and no. I think Myra Mira's a really good footballer, but I don't think we're weak with Lauren James through the middle. So, while it'd be nice to have her back, as an option. I'm not sure it's necessary. But, yeah, she's a very good footballer, though. No doubting that. So, maybe we do need her back. Who knows? I think either way, it's going to be really difficult to say who plays in that game. Because do you put Lauren James back in attack midfield? In which case, what do you do with Nusken? Does Nusken get dropped? In which case, that's a bit harsh. Do you put Lauren on the left-hand side? Probably not. I don't know. Hard to judge how you would fit this attack as how this team would be the best. What's our best version of this Chelsea team? It's very difficult to say. Obviously, it depends opponent to opponent, but broadly speaking, it's difficult to judge a best 11, I would say. But anyway, we should be on the way for the second half in just a moment. Oh, I don't think we'll see any changes. Ajax weren't bad in that first half. They were just the victim of the fact Chelsea are so strong. And I don't think there's any reason for Chelsea to make any changes. I guess we'll see. Alex says Macario might be more up to speed as well. Yeah, that could be crucial. I think Kat Macario has proven in recent games that she is really, really good. She's played about 20 minutes and scored 2 goals, so clearly a fantastic player. The way she's come back from injury, like it's nothing, is phenomenal. And yeah, I think as she gets up to speed, as she gets more bedded in here, she can be a really crucial player. I'm not sure where they all fit. Chelsea have got such a strong squad, I'm not sure where they all fit. In every position, there's a bit of competition. On the left-hand side, Gura Ryan is probably the nailed-on starter at the moment, but Agnew Jones is breathing down her neck, and we may have to move Lauren James out there to accommodate others. On the right flank, we've got Joanna Wright and Canna Ride. She's been incredible. Again, though, Beaver Jones challenging for that position. Mako Hermano coming through. We've also got Kat Macario. And where does she play in this attack? Attack midfield, you've got Lauren James. Does Frank Kirby leave at the end of the season or not? Given the competition for places there. Brilliant footballer, but I don't know. How do you fit them all in? And then up front, Ramirez, Fischel, Kerr. 3 strikers that are all very, very good. I think it's really between Ramirez and Kerr, but that's a tough call in itself. You've got Chelsea's best striker in history, in Sam Kerr, one of the best WSL players of all time, against the second highest world transfer fee in Maya Ramirez. It's as I say, difficult to judge that. But yeah. Chelsea out for the second half. Doesn't appear to be any changes, unsurprisingly. A couple more ratings for good luck. Then we'll be underway for the second 45. But yeah. And out come Ajax. And I don't see any changes, but I might just be not seeing anyone new. Romy Loikta played well in the first half. And yeah. Somewhat unfortunate to have not got a goal. But Ajax weren't bad in that first 45. They'll be having to keep up a similar level in the second half. Potentially raise it, get a little closer to Chelsea. Going to be difficult to do so, though. Let's see what happens. Right, so just going through some sprints. Anyway, almost 100 votes in the polling chat, by the way, so if you haven't voted in that, make sure to do so. If you haven't said hi as well in the live chat, feel free to say hi, get involved in the conversation. I'll make sure to read out your messages if you are getting involved. So, yeah, have your say. Right, so I've got us underway in this second half, and I've done the wrong half-timer, but I can't get it right all the time. What minute are we in? Right. Ajax in possession. Ball goes down the line. In possession with their right back now. And Wrighton putting the pressure on. Getting pulled back there, but nothing given as a referee initially. But then when Buchanan comes and gets the ball, the referee does pull it back. But yeah, Wrighton just had a hold there of Kai's shirt. I know, and also took a boot off, to be fair. I think that's probably more what Kaiser was annoyed about. And there we go. Got the timer right. Good stuff. Second time's the charm. But yeah. Just relacing the boot that Brighton took off her. Now that will be a deep free kick for Ajax in their own half. But yeah. Kaiser. Now plays it into Nordam. Ball down the line. Grant's not going to get there. It falls to Buchanan. She can bring it down. And Chelsea can look to play. Hampton. Now Jess Carter. Carter. And that ball looking for Wrighton hasn't quite come off. Kaiser gets there. Plays it towards Grant. Grant into Van Gool. Van Gool back to De Sanders. She's now looking for an option. Back into Van Gool. De Sanders looks wide. Doesn't see anything on. Will look back inside. Now has to turn. Is under pressure from Nusken. Van Gool. And here's the goalkeeper Van Eyck. De Sanders. Nusken puts the pressure on one. High up the field by Sjokke Nusken. Lauren James. And that's one back well by Nordam. Skipping forwards here for Ajax. Grant. Now looking to make something happen is Hoekstra. Ball into the box and it's dealt with by Carter. Here is Leopolds. Goes down the line. That's going to fall to the left back. Dinoldia. Forgotten names again. Declonia. Close enough. Not close at all. Buchanan. Cuthbert. Pirouettes wonderfully under pressure from Johannes. Ball forwards. Nordam fighting for it. Gives it back to De Sanders. We'll just carry that ball forward a little. And a lovely exchange finds its way to Hoekstra. Or Hoekstra. Nordam. De Sanders. Nordam. Johannes. One back by Nusken. That's out of play for an Ajax throw. Declonia. Ball inside, back to Declonia. Here is Hoekstra. Now Nordam. Ball forwards, it's touched on, but that's going to touch through to Hampton. But yeah, Ajax probably start the faster side in this second half. I guess they've got a bit more emphasis on going forward and getting the ball down than Chelsea do. Parise. Carter. Being hounded by Leukter into the corner here. And does well to win a throw. And Ajax will look to pen the Blues in here. Parise. Looking to go down the line. One back by Johannes, but it's out of play for a Chelsea throw. And Parise. Goes short to Leopolds. Parise tries to just flick it to Nusken. Nusken with a strong challenge. The ball finds its way back to Cardinal. Lovely bit of movement from Ajax. Good football. To be fair, is Johannes. Van Gool on the deck though, and she will be checked here by the referee who blew a whistle. And yeah, Leopold's just desperate to win it back. Just goes in a little hard on Van Gool. So Remy Leukter over this. Free kick in a good area for Ajax. Leukter could even go for goal from here. Be a bit of a distance, to be fair. But let's see. Not the only one over this is Remy Leukter. I think it will be her that takes it. Leukter does strike on goal, but to use the term on goal is disingenuous to what that effort was. Another great one from Leukter, sailing over the bar. So yeah. Chelsea goal kick now, Hampton. Carter carries the ball forward. Cuthbert, Perisset, Nusken, Canaride. Beautiful exchanges down this right-hand side. One back by Declonia, out of play for a Chelsea corner. I don't think she managed to win a throw. Really good stuff then. Oh, it's offside. So yeah, free kick for Ajax to Sammers. Johannes. Now the ball into Nordam. Hoekstra. Declonia. De Sanders. Buchanan. Here is Canaride. Lovely stuff. Giving it back to Eva Perisset. Now Nusken. Manages to find... Leopoldson, Nusken, Cuthbert. Tries to put it in behind for Lauren James. Doesn't quite come off. It's intercepted by Ajax. Good header from Leopoldson. That's going to drop to Cardinal. Here's De Sanders. Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys think in chat, but that's been feels like a bit of a slow start to the second half for Chelsea. Not really got much going so far. Ajax have troubled a few times, nothing too serious, but Chelsea not got going yet in this second half. Looking at, I think I'd like to see some changes soon. We've got 7 minutes to wrap that hour mark, which is quite a usual point to make changes. But obviously without a time now, it tends to be later and later. But I could see a change or two maybe at 60 minutes. Just to refresh it a little bit. It feels like the tank is running on low at the moment, which is understandable given we played on Friday night and now we've got to play again on Wednesday. We've had quite a congested run of fixtures, but it does feel like we could have... I don't know. We could maybe... Well, it would be nice to make some changes given the fact we've got some big games coming up. I think we'll probably rest up against West Ham on Sunday. Another game we're live for, so join us here. We are live from quarter past 4, I think, for a 4:30 kickoff. So yeah, join us live. Should be a good one. Nusken Leopolds. Sorry, Charles and Leopolds on that far side. Now Sjokka Nusken. I keep thinking that Leopolds is Nusken tonight. Not great. Obviously, Nusken usually plays in the sort of area that Leopolds does. But playing as a attack midfielder tonight. De Sanders. Declonia. Here is Johannes. Now Carter. Wrighton. Can't quite fashion a pass. And ball prodded through, and that's one back by Buchanan. Goes to goal, and that'll be cleared long. But yeah. Good display from Chelsea today. Even if it hasn't been perfect, it's been comfortable enough. Not been wholly comfortable. But we're certainly not struggling in this game. De Sanders. De Colonia, De Sanders. Cardinale. Cardinal, sorry, not Cardinale. De Sanders. De Colonia plays it towards Leut. I thought she was offside, but apparently not. Johannes. Well, they're just letting the play run. No, it's flagged offside. Yeah, Leut looked like she came in for an offside position there, to be fair. The lino correctly taking time to make the decision. And, well, actually, it was onside, to be fair. Didn't lead to anything, though, so it doesn't matter. Hampton finds Charles. Good exchange in the midfield between Nusken and Cuthbert. Leopold, sorry. Cuthbert. Sorry, Carter. Leopold. James. Buckingham. Ball out wide into Neve Charles. Back towards Lauren James. Let's take players on here. Lauren James, of course. Guro Wrighton. It's flicked towards goal, but not with enough venom behind it, sorry. Not a whole lot of contact behind that one, let alone a meaningful shot. Yeah, more trying to flick it up for someone else to prod in, I think. Or I guess maybe if she'd got a bit of power behind that flick, it could have just sailed into the far corner, but didn't get much behind it. So in the end, it's practically a pass back to the goalkeeper. Van Gool. De Colonia. Van Gool. Back now to De Sanders. Nordam. One out the field by Chelsea. Cuthbert. Leopolds. One back again by Ajax, who run into the ref. And this player's hurt herself running into the ref. So, confusing moment there. How does that happen? Nordam does seem to be alright, though. After the ref just consults her. Make sure she's alright. Ref tried to get out of the way, couldn't. And Nordam wasn't that hurt. So had the ball, lost it, and suddenly her face hurt more than anything in the world. Yeah, seems to be targeting Lauren there to try and get her a yellow card. To Sanders. Cardinal goes long, held up well by Leukter. Cuthbert, Wrighton, Cuthbert, Charles. James. Nice turn. Wants to run at them now, Lauren James. Wrighton, Charles. I think Ryan could look down the line there as James continued to run, but Buckingham gets caught in possession, but thankfully it's given as a foul. Leukter frustrated by that decision. But I don't share her frustrations. A firm tackle, didn't really get any of the ball, caught all the play. Here's Jess Carter. Now Hampton. Carter. Looking to pick out a pass. Nusken. Now Cuthbert. Carter. Cuthbert. Carter. Leopolds. Back to Jess Carter. Apparently everyone loves passing to Jess Carter. Nusken. Really good turn from Sioka. Nusken. Perisset can't quite keep the ball. Out of play for a Chelsea throw. There's DeClaunia there. Unable to keep it on. Perisset. Jess Carter. And Hannah Hampton's going to go out wide. Charles does really well to keep it going. Neve Charles tries to flash it across the box. Good defending though. Here's Wrighton. That does go into the box. Headed down. Nusken trying to sweep up the pieces. Ball back in. At the back post. Wrighton touched it down. Nusken. Close. As Leopold actually put that ball towards Wrighton. Nusken firing just over. Good football. Chelsea close to a third. At 2-0 though, I think Chelsea would have to play quite a strong team in the second leg, sorry. Which isn't ideal. Not ideal at all. Van Eyck. Looking to go along with it. Buchanan. Wrighton. James. Cuthbert. Wrighton. James has an attacker to win the ball. Gonna go and be an Ajax possession, but with two Chelsea players and an Ajax player on the deck, the ref's gonna hold possession proceedings. Yeah, it's James who is down with her hands on her face, which is always a worrying sign. Hopefully it's all a joke from James, pretending to be injured, but yeah, had to put in a strong tackle there and just got caught in the face, actually, I think that was. Not sure why. Oh, by the rear of Wrighton. But it does seem to be alright here. Lauren James has recovered from that, from the knock sustained by Wrighton's rear. And the ball is back in play, and we are back underway. Van Gool. Back now with De Sanders. Ike. One back here by Buchanan. It's going to fall to Lauren James. Can she work it round to her teammate? Brilliant dribbling. Gets fouled, keeps going, loses it now though. Here come Ajax. Good stuff from Kerzer. Perisset. Hampton. Buchanan. Leopolds. Lauren James. Okay, set to Leopolds, who exchanged passes with Buchanan. Back into James. She looked up to spray a pass, so it has to go to Carter. Yes, Carter just throwing that ball forwards. Leopold's tries to play out wide, but it hasn't quite come off. And here come Ajax. A goal for Ajax now could be huge for their hopes in the tie. If they were to score with 25 minutes of play, if they were to score now, that would put themselves in a really, really good position. Really good position. Anyway. Kerzer. Here is Grant. Lovely stuff from Grant. Good turn, and then it's blocked well by Cuthbert. That's going to fall to Charles. Charles plays it towards James. James can't bring it down, but then does knock it out of play before that is brought down by Kerr. Kerr, Kerzer, isn't it? Keep forgetting her name. Sorry, Kerzer, if you're watching. Anyway, first change of the evening. Ajax are going to bring off Johannes. Makes sense. She's on a yellow card. Keep her safe from suspension. And in her place, it will be Van der Velde. Van der Velde on in midfield. Shame I haven't seen any Sheridan Spitzer yet, I'm going to be honest. I was hoping to see some Spitzer. Not enough Spitzer this game for me. So I'm going to write a bad review. But good stuff all round from Chelsea. Ajax forced into their first sub there. Well, not force. Make their first sub there. Dos Santos. Change the pass with his centre-back partner. Now De Colonia. Sanders. Cardinal. De Sanders. And is one back high at the pitch by Nusken. I think De Colonia will see that out for a throw. 24 minutes to play. Anyway, here come Ajax. Good ball through. Looking for Leuchter. Great defending that from Khadija Buchanan. Stayed the right side of Romy Leuchter. Was patient, was calm, composed, and won the ball back well. Here come Chelsea. Canaride just bursting forward. The Swede here on a run. Gets brought down, but makes up some good yards. Now Chelsea can look to break into Ajax's final third. Parasay. Now Nusken. Nice turn. Into a pass with Canaride. Nusken. Cuthbert. Takes aim. Save well. Really good stop that. Yeah, Cuthbert not able to get a whole lot of power behind that effort. Does feel like this game is just slowly trickling out here as it becomes a bit more obvious who the winner's going to be. Ajax unable to compete really, which is a shame. I don't think they're that far off Chelsea's level. There were some good investments and their star players developing a bit more. Maybe they will be able to narrow that gap. But yeah, not a bad team. Lauren James, that's a really good stop and the claim there after she spilt it. Van Eyck with a couple of good stops in the last few minutes. This no different. Took a deflection as well, so it went a lot wider than she was expecting, Van Eyck. And yeah, almost. Chelsea's third, Lauren James is second, and Chelsea's ticket to the semi-finals. Yeah, alright chat. Will Chelsea win the Champions League? Get your thoughts in the live chat. Ball into the box, headed away by Buchanan. Now Parasay. But yeah, everyone in chat, predict who's going to win it. Will it be Chelsea, Barcelona, Lyon, Bran, PSG, Harken, Ajax, Benfica, Bayern Munich? That's one team I've forgotten, whoever they are. Who will it be? Get your thoughts in there. Dos Sanders. I know you're at it much more time than you think is going to win the WSL. Now Cardinal. And it's one back high at the field by Cuthbert, pulled down. That's going to be a yellow card brandished. No, it won't. Well, she stopped the game there, but no. Happy with that one, right? And now Chelsea's pressure wins them the ball back. Canaride, Nusken, James. Comes inside Lauren James. Still going James. Despite being under a bit of pressure. Canaride. Now Wrighton. Can't fashion a shot away. Canaride. Chelsea are overworking this again. Blocked away. And hacked away by Ajax. And it was offside anyway. So it wouldn't have counted. Yeah, unfortunate from Lauren James there. Just simply didn't have a lot of space to do what she was trying to do. But yeah. Right, and was offside, so it's a good call from the officials. 20 minutes to play. It's not been perfect for Emma Hayes' Blues, but giving us far from the Monday Blues. More like the Sunday sunshine. As Chelsea's gleaming performance sees them rise into a position that should see them through. Home leg to come next Wednesday. We will, of course, be live for that one as well, as I've mentioned. Hope you can join us. Anyway, Lauren James. We are live for a lot of football over the next few weeks. If you want your itinerary, we are live this Sunday for Chelsea versus West Ham. We are live next Wednesday for Chelsea AJAX, the second leg at Stamford Bridge. We are live the Sunday after that for the Conti Cup final. A huge game in this WSL season. In the context of the women's game, huge match. And then in April, we will have Champions League semi-finals towards the end of the month. We've got the FA Cup semi-finals towards the start of the month. And, of course, loads of WSL action. So much football to look forward to. Do not miss any of it. Just make sure to subscribe today and join us for all of that. Can I ride? Here's Sjokken. Man, that ball into the box is a lacklustre one. Wrighton will try and keep things alive at the back post. Lovely turn from Guro Wrighton. Ball into the box. Cuthbert pokes over. A good opportunity for Chelsea. Goes begging. Glaring miss from Erin Cuthbert. Very unexpected. This is majestic from Wrighton. A brilliant turn. Sells the number 18 for dead. Ball comes into the box. Cuthbert tries to touch it home but can't. Gets too much on it. But yeah. Kaiser trying to get back in there. Cuthbert unable to score. Close. Because no Ajax player was anywhere near getting in front of that. A change there, but I didn't see who came off. It's Kelkela on for Ajax. And we'll find out in a moment who she came on for. And for Chelsea, that is a sight we all want to see. Not Lauren James going off, but well done, Lauren James. But Kat Macario coming on. Because there's something that the Chelsea want you to know. The best in the world. It's Kat Macario. So Hoekstra off on the left flank for Ajax for Lotte Kukala, not sure. And then for Chelsea, Joanna Wright and Canaride is off, and Ashley Lawrence will play on the right flank. And then it will be Lauren James off. Kat Macario comes on through the middle. But yeah. The best in the world is Kat Macario. Love her song. We need to have more songs in the women's game. Anyway, Ashley Lawrence coming forwards here for Chelsea. Will look to deliver it. Ball in. Macario can't adjust her body quick enough. Good football from Chelsea though. Wrighton goes short to Macario. Trying to fashion an opportunity for a shot. Macario still going. Lays it off to Cuthbert. Has Lawrence out wide. Uses Ashley Lawrence now. Poor touch from Lawrence. The clearance though cannons off of her. Nusken. And that's smashed away by DeSanders. Charles. Good challenge in there from Leopolds. And, the substitute, Koikala, trying to get things going quickly, hasn't come off, and that will be a Chelsea throw. Good opportunity there, though. Macario just couldn't adjust her body. She's not Haaland. That was a very difficult ball to do anything with from Lawrence. Nusken. Let's come off Nordam? Forgotten the name again. Nordam smashed it. Chelsea throwing on the near side. Lawrence. And that one did come off her. And that'll be an Ajax throw. To Colonia. Goes down the line. Go look for Kloikala here. A header in the air from Nusken, then from Parasay. Macario. Nusken. Good football. Strong tackle. Wrighton can't quite keep it alive. And now they look to come forward, Ajax. Breaking away. Charles keeping tight with Grant. Trying to show her outside. Every time. Showing her outside. Makes a decisive tackle. That will be an Ajax corner. 15 minutes to go. Sorry for the lack of energy tonight. It's quite difficult to do this without a co-host to bounce off of. It's been a long day, but regardless, Chelsea making that good now. 15 minutes to play. Good performance from the Blues this evening. Really good performance. Hopefully we can see out this victory. It would be nice to get another goal. It would be nice to see Kat Macario score or Wright and make up the fact she had one robbed earlier. That would be good. Ball into the box now. Slightly overhit though, and that doesn't come to anything. Koikala keeps it alive. Coming forwards now. Ajax, but it's smashed away, and that gives Macario out the chase. Ajax really testing fate here. Ball goes long from Chelsea. Ajax's defender there. Almost caught out by the bounce. Falls to her nicely though. She gives it back to her goalkeeper, but it's an ambitious ball behind the keeper. Keeper has to run back and get it. But now, Ajax do look much more comfortable. I'm not running around like headless chickens. Van Gaal, Leukter tries to play it too quickly. Charles picks it up. The ball here now is Guro Wrighton. Lovely exchange as Wrighton looks to come down the touchline. It's been an inspired performance from Guro Wrighton this evening. A much better showing from Guro. The Sanders. Charles. Pokes in the general direction of Kat Macario. Here come Ajax. Ball through the lines, looking for Romy Leukter. Good stuff from Carter just to smash out of play. That will be another throw. Ajax then with a throw on the far side. The manager looks somewhat forlorn. I think she's been hoping she could have got something from this evening. Given this is the home leg, going to make the away trip next week to the bridge much more difficult. Chelsea's slowing the game down now, just letting Hannah Hampton come and take this free kick. Wasn't really necessary, just kills off a good 10-20 seconds. Now Hampton. And that ball into the channel looking for Macario, headed away. Really good use of the body there from Grant. Gives it to our fullback. Grant. Buchanan tries to put a challenge in, swept up by Charles. Wrighton. Here's Kat Macario. Macario's forced back now into Charles. Now with Hannah Hampton. She's not had much to do tonight, Hannah Hampton. There's that early scare where she was beaten really by Romy Leukter. And now here come Chelsea. Lawrence looking for an option in the box. None available. Does really well, Lawrence. And that will be a corner. Yes, corner for Chelsea. Nope, goal kick. No idea what they're awarding here. Yeah, it looked like she might have touched it, but she didn't. She tried to. Just failed. Van Eyck. Wrighton. Just hooking that out of play. But good stuff. Good stuff today from Chelsea. They should now be free. Obviously, you never want to count your chickens. Still a home tie to come next Wednesday. Still of great importance. You never know what happens in football, but Chelsea shouldn't have any issues progressing now into the Champions League semi-finals, which is where we deserve to be, really. Carter. Ball out wide. Here is Guro Wrighton. Macario. Wrighton. Puts the ball in. Cuthbert. Really good from Cuthbert. Ball towards the back post, doesn't come to anything. Lawrence will keep it alive. Lawrence, keeper comes out well. MB Raj with what I think is a prediction in there of 2-1. I'm guessing you think Ajax will score them. Fair enough. So Ajax need a goal, really, if they want to have a chance in that second leg. I think if they go in 2-0 down, there's not really much hope of them being able to come back. If they go in 1 goal down, they've only got to get a goal at the bridge. I know that sounds... I've made that sound much easier than that is, but... Lawrence. Leopolds, Lawrence. Macario involved in there as well as they come down the right-hand side. Leopolds. Cuthbert. Macario. Lovely stuff from Leopolds. Buchanan. Lawrence. Could feed one through. Macario. Wants to deliver it. Ball in from Macario. Nusken, and it's 3. Ajax 0, Chelsea 3. A compelling win for the Blues. Macario gets an assist off the bench. It's another one for our prolific striker, Sjokke Nusken. She scores every week. Sjokke Nusken. 3-0 Chelsea. Strong performance on the night. That should put us through into the Champions League semi-finals. Very good football. Very good performance. All-round quality. It's a wonderful ball in from Macario, judged to perfection and nodded home with class by Sjokke Nusken. Oh, and Bertus, what did I say? You know what? Fair enough. I doff my imaginary cap to you. Because I doubted that prediction. I mean, I said 2-0, so I wasn't too far off. But, yeah. If they score a 4th now, calmer than I'm putting my imaginary cap back on. But, well done. Good prediction. Yeah, Nusken now with 2 goals in the Champions League, both coming tonight. But she's been very good this season. And now, I think she might be hooked. Not doing anything wrong. Just a bit of rotation. No, it's going to be Aaron Cuthbert that comes off. But yeah, Cuthbert off. And that will be Helena Kankovic on. Alex says, yeah, fair play. 3-0, not that outlandish. Yeah. I thought this would be a bit of a tighter tie. I didn't think we'd be 2-0 up at half time. I thought it would take a bit of time to break Ajax down. Thought maybe we'd come alive at the end of the game and get a couple goals, but that's not really happened that way. We've just been the stronger side throughout tonight, and a swell of superiority has led to us scoring there. Alex saying Macario with the assist as well. Yeah, good to see Macario involved in the goals once more. And Ajax with some more changes, but ultimately it's not really going to be to much avail at this point. I mean, if they could get a goal, it gives them a bit of hope heading to the second leg, but realistically, it's not going to be enough. Ajax are a good side, and they will be back, but this year they're not on the level of this Chelsea team. 3-0 up in this first leg. Obviously, still a second leg to go, but Chelsea in a really good position. The standers. And one back here by Lawrence, but it falls to the possession of Ajax once more. Leukter. One back well by Buchanan. She's been a real revelation this season, Khadija Buchanan. Her performances this season have just gone up a few notches. And she's a bit sloppy last campaign. Speaking of sloppy, Perisic gives the ball away in a good area. Leukter trying to get a shot away. Buchanan used her body well. Leukter goes to ground. Nothing in that one, though. And the referee rightfully determines. Kankovic. I'm not sure what the ball's doing now because we're watching Romy Leukter walk around. But yeah, just got caught there caught in two minds and ultimately didn't work out. 5 minutes of regulation time to go. We should have some additional time as well. Hopefully not too much of it. It's not been loads of stoppages, but it feels mandatory. There's a load of stoppage time nowadays, doesn't it? And we are going to see a change for Ajax then. It will be... Let's try to see who's coming on and off. Van Gool is off. And that is going to be Nordman coming on. Chelsea also making a pair of changes. It is Melanie Leopold's off and Sophie Ingle on. So presumably, try to piece together how this midfield is going to work. Because Abiba Jones is on, and that is the end of... Hang on. I thought that was Neve Charles who just come off. It was. So Ashley Lawrence will go to fullback. Forgot who's playing where. Yeah, Ashley Lawrence goes to left back. It'll be Ingle that will sit in with Nusken. And then Gankovic plays attack midfield. Beaver Jones on the right hand side. Piece it together. Anyway, as I was saying, good stuff for Chelsea this evening. Not long left in the game now. I mean, a fourth really would rub salt into the wound. And Chelsea do want to make it as comprehensive as possible, just to give them a good gap, meaning they can rest next Wednesday. I wouldn't expect to see our starting 11 play next week. We're more than good enough to rest a load of players and not lose 3-0. But yeah. Especially given we've got the Continental Cup final on the 31st. So it'll be interesting who plays Sunday as well, obviously against West Ham, because this same 11 is now featured in the WSL clash against Arsenal in this Champions League time with Ajax. So does that same 11 start in the WSL, given every WSL game is really important at the moment? Or does that team play a third game in the space of, 9 days? Yeah, 9 days, which is quite intensive on the players. That's what Emma's got to juggle right now. We've got to beat West Ham on Sunday, but we've also got to make sure our squad is fit for the rest of the season. And we'll just knock that one out of play. She's getting our players back in, Jessica, which is not to switch off, not to concede a stupid goal that could cause issues for us at this late stage. Just makes our job in the second leg a little more difficult. Ingle. Perasay. Nusken to Lawrence. Lawrence going down this left-hand side. Guro Righton. Lovely turn. Tries to find Macario. Good challenge in there. From Cardinal. Or Cardinal. The Standers. Now to Sanders. Cardinal. To Sanders again. De Colonia. To Sanders. Cardinal. And the ball to the right back is a little hospital. But it is kept on well by Grant, and then she runs off the pitch. 3 additional minutes as well to this game. That's not too long, to be fair. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Again, apologies that I can't indicate that on the screen. Next time we will have that over here, I think. So yeah. Just need to make that graphic. So yeah, 3 additional minutes in this game. Good win. Good win for Chelsea tonight. I think the travelling Chelsea fans will be very pleased with what they've witnessed. And I think Amaze were very, very happy. It's been a professional job, a good job, and should be more than enough to see us. You know, we've got the second leg to play, but we should be in a good position now. We can rest up in that second leg and progress to the Champions League semi-finals, where we will meet the winner of Barcelona-Bram. But yeah, Parasite wins that ball back. Now loses it again. Nordman, not Nordman. Nordman is on there somewhere. Forgotten the substitutes' names now as well. Macario. But we've only got 2 minutes to go. Not the worst thing in the world. Parasite goes long. Beaver Jones not able to make much contact with it. Coming forwards, Ajax now. It's a wide shot, but not far away from goal from the number 23, Koikala. She came on, obviously, for Hoekstra earlier in the game. That's quite dangerous, to be fair, Koikala. Yeah, good dribbling, blocked well by Carter. Corner now for Ajax. Bit messy. Not really dealt with well by Chelsea there. But flag is up. I think there was. Oh no, there's a foul in there somewhere. With 30 seconds to go then, before the final whistle blows. A good first leg win for Chelsea. Comfortable. Not comprehensive, but comfortable. And a mountain, or a small hill for Ajax to climb. But it's a hill with lots of difficult challenges on it. I don't know much about hills. Beaver Jones. Kankovic to Beaver Jones. Chance to get another one here. And that's dealt with by Ajax. Falls back to Beaver Jones. It's in the corner. That's going to bounce off. It's the corner flag. Beaver Jones. Kankovic. Paris. I was still pushing it because a goal now would be good. But that is time. Ajax 0, Chelsea 3. A really strong victory for the Blues on the road here that puts themselves in a really good position to qualify or to progress into the semi-finals. A 3-0 win tonight. They will meet again in London next Tuesday. No, next Wednesday. So join us there. Should be a good one. But that is everything from this evening. As we'll play the match, I don't want to just say her because she scored 2 goals. It's difficult to look past Shoka Nusken for the Player of the Match award this evening. So I think I'm going to have to give it to her. But yeah, that is everything from us today, or from me today, I should say. If you want to put your Player of the Match in chat while I'm signing off, you're more than welcome to. And if I see it before we've finished, then I'll read it out. But yeah, good stuff from Chelsea today. Mature performance, comfortable performance, professional performance. That puts us in a really good position. So couldn't ask for much more from this Tuesday night. But yeah, we are back on Sunday. Chelsea West Ham on Sunday will be a good game. We want to do the Manchester Derby. Unfortunately, that clashes with my coaching commitments, Harry's playing commitments, so can't do that. We will be here on Sunday for Chelsea West Ham, so that should be good. And then next week, of course, back with Champions League action. The weekend after, Conti Cup final. So 2 huge weeks on the channel, 2 huge weeks for Chelsea and for the women's game, so make sure to join us for all of it. But that's everything from us today. I'm going to sign off. The time is still going, but there we go. I'll have to sign off while doing this. So thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we will see you next time. bye.